It puts your team in an atmosphere that, if you're fortunate enough to get into bowl game, major bowl games, playoff games, things like that, you get that atmosphere and environment. You get that again. I think it's great national exposure. I think you get to play a opponent you don't always get to play, a top-notch opponent in a big situation like that on national TV, and you get to find out where you're at. It's going to be critical because, and I think it's going to be not just them, the up front guys, being able to get pressure, but then on a guy like Chad, being able to get pressure and stay in your rush lanes. I mean, you rush crazy and give him run lanes, and that's where he makes tons of plays, scrambling, getting the ball down the field, keeping his eyes up. I mean, this guy's a great competitor. I mean, he does a great job with his arm and his feet, and then their receivers are big, they're strong. They come back to the football very well, use their hands very well, very disciplined in their routes, and how they do things. So, I mean, it's going to be a huge challenge. I don't know the answer. I wish I did. I've sat and thought about it a lot, back and forth, because, I mean, it's what you want to do. The ultimate thing is to put your team in the best position to be in the playoff. I mean, because in that way, what you're trying to do, get in the playoff and get in the national championship game. I mean, that's your ultimate goal, and I think that's how you have to plan. So I think, to me, whether it's exposure, money, all those things, I think that's all great. But I think at the end of the day, when scheduling is concerned, it should be what gets me to the playoffs and to the national championship game. I mean, I feel comfortable right now, but never comfortable enough. As a coach, I mean, we're always Debbie Downer now. I mean, I'm going to tell you, now, we see everything that can go wrong. I mean, and you have to plan for the unexpected. I mean, centers, quarterbacks, kickers, snappers, receivers, tackles, getting the best scenario, getting the best players on the field, defensive linemen, and nickel guys down. I mean, we all as coaches see everything that can happen. And we also know how truly ready some guys are. They can be ready on appearance and play well, but we know there's a lot of things that couldn't have been called or things like that, with your young guys. So, from that standpoint, you never, ever, ever have enough depth. I think it'll be bowl-like. I really do. I think it'll be very loud. I think it'll be a lot of energy. First games, neutral site, different play. I know they'll bring a lot of people, and they found ways to get their people will find tickets here and there and everywhere they can get them. So, I think it'll be a very dynamic, be a great atmosphere. I really do. I think it'll be like a bowl playoff type atmosphere. Sometimes, just decision making. Sometimes you get in that green jersey, you're not used to it. You know what I'm saying? But just the mental capacity to play fast and function. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't get a playoff. There isn't nothing. Your mind has to play. You touch the ball every time. Here's what I tell these guys. The game's about the ball. Don't you watch the ball every game? Everybody on TV, everybody. You're the guy who gets to touch it every play. That's a huge responsibility. You know what that means? I think a lot of you. Now, you need to think a lot of us and your teammates to take that responsibility very seriously and do the right things every time.